beautiful, but no one argues volcanoes' claim to being one of the most strange. The island of Volcano is separated from Lipari by only a few hundred meters. Here one can observe fuming vents and seething underwater volcanic activity. The volcano last erupted in 1888. At the extreme northern tip of the archipelago, the island of Stromboli is somewhat like an entire volcano simply stuck into the sea. In yesteryear, the inhabitants tried to predict the weather by watching the smoke plume from the crater. The volcano is constantly active, even if only moderately.
Shaking, they press themselves to the enclosure's walls with an indignant roar that echoes through the mountain. This is how Virgil describes the winds imprisoned by King Aeol on this archipelago. From this myth, the islands have gotten another name, the Aeolian Islands.
In an unusual archipelago, located between the English Channel and the Atlantic Ocean, this island seems suspended between heaven and earth. Nature has favored the Channel Islands, endowing them with an amazing climatic alchemy that blends harsh rainy weather with the mild temperatures of southern climates. Although they're just off the French coast, these islands are English at heart and form an archipelago with exceptional charm.
The Channel Islands are mostly made up of granite several hundreds of millions of years old. These sharp reefs have acted over time as veritable natural ramparts, protecting the islands from many would-be conflicts. Sheltered behind the high cliffs that form most of its coastline, the island of Jersey has been able to develop in complete tranquility.
The island's first inhabitants came here from the continent 10,000 years ago. At that time, the level of the sea was lower than it is today, and they reached Jersey by foot across dry land. Over the centuries, they discovered that the stone had such qualities as to ensure that their monuments would be eternal. Later, granite was used to protect the island from its ambitious French neighbors, and in the 18th century, round towers modeled after those found on Corsica were erected all the way around the island's coastline.
Today, everything about the island's architecture bears the mark of these islanders' attachment to this material. Clay, obviously more malleable than granite, has long been worked by Jersey craftsmen, and they've made pottery a local specialty. To dream up the refreshing motifs used on their varied creations, these artists need only stroll around the island for inspiration from nature. Flowers are everywhere. Homes, gardens, roads, light posts, everything is ornamented with multicolored bouquets. For those